Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gashi's Kaman TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Yesterday, William Samoei Ruto made the appointment of the chief administrative secretaries, and they are popularly known as CAS. The number was huge, if you ask me, because it's about 50 or 51. And this is happening when the constitution is very clear that we are not supposed to have assistant ministers, because all said and done, kile ambacho amefanya ni kujaribu kubadilisha tu jina. Instead of calling them assistant cabinet secretaries, wanaitwa chief administrative secretaries. These are the guys, when you look at them, are the people who are assisting William Samoei Ruto and his administration, that of the cabinet. And this is not supposed to be the case. And in this video, I noted some things that I think I was looking at. One, majority of these guys are election losers. They were either rejected during the nomination of UDA, or they were rejected by the voters. This is wrong in my view. When you have the president nominating these people after they were rejected by the people, then ni kuonyesha watu hata mwakatae mimi nitawachagua. Kwa this is contempt of the people. And William Samoei Ruto, when you look at him, you realize that he does not, for sure, respect the people's verdict. Because if somebody like Ketu Waruguru was rejected, if somebody like Kidero was rejected by the voters, why should you go ahead and appoint them in the government? Why in the first place? Because ikiwa serikali ni ya watu, democracy is the rule of the people, by the people, for the people. That is the definition of democracy. So when we have people who have been rejected by the people in government, then it tells a story of an administration that doesn't care about maoni ya wananchi. Ni jambo ambalo halifai hata kidogo. So the first reason why, in my view, I think these people were appointed is that William Samoei Ruto, kama kawaida yake, alikuwa anazawadi uaminifu. He was rewarding loyalty. All these guys have been very loyal to William Samoei Ruto. Walisimama na yeye hata wakati ambapo ilionekana kwamba hangeweza kushinda uchaguzi. And I believe some of them knew what was happening, and that is why they had to stick with William Samoei Ruto. And kile ambacho kilifanyika ni kwamba now it is payback time. So that is the first reason of appointing these people, is to reward royalty. And William Samoei Ruto has always rewarded royalty. He doesn't consider very much about regional balancing. He doesn't consider national unity. The first thing to him is loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty, and loyalty. That is what he has been rewarding. And if you look at him, you see this is what he has always been repeating. The second reason why these people were appointed is to make money. William Samoei Ruto wants these guys to make money. William Samoei Ruto wants Ketu Waruguru, who was appointed in the tourist and diaspora docket. He wants this lady to make money so that she can be able to vie in 2027. She wants these people to have money, because you realize that politics in Kenya is about money. Truth be told, siasa si wengi wako pale kwa sababu wanataka kuwatumikia wananchi. Wako pale kwa maslahi yao wenyewe. And now that a number of them, like Kidero, spent a lot of money, and now they don't have many other sources of income, or even if they have, they need something to keep them busy, to keep them running, so that they can remain relevant. Because what William Samoei Ruto was doing was resurrecting these guys, because politically they were dead. Alikuwa anafufua, na ni jambo ambalo tunaweza kuona kwamba aliweza kulifanya vizuri sana. Na kwa hivyo unajua pesa ni sabuni ya roho. So you wanted to kuwapa sabuni ya roho, aga nao wale kidogo. And This now brings the issue of hustlers. Remember when William Samoei Ruto was campaigning, alikuwa anasema hivi, mnataka tuude serikali na watu wa maboga, mnataka tuude serikali na watu wa mkokoteni, mnataka tuude serikali other people would clap. And then he would also talk about a broad government in Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's cabinet. He would criticize this and also would talk about the BBI that ni watu wa kujitafutia vyeo. Anauliza watu, mnataka vyeo ama tutengeneze uchumi? And then the crowd will sing in unison, uchumi. Mnataka hivi serikali ya vyeo sijui nini. But now when you look at it, all said and done, he has appointed many CAS compared to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, I think 20 something, 24, 23, but this one is coming out with 50 something, 51, 50. This is very shocking. The other reason why I believe he appointed these guys, when I look at the list, is because of 2027 elections. Siasa ndizo ambazo zinamuongoza Rais William Samoei Ruto. Everything that he's doing, he has his eyes on 2027, be it appointments, be it even the comments that he's making. So he's very busy preparing for 2027 elections. And this one tells you something that he is very, very aware that safari ya kesho huanza leo au pagwa leo. Kwa hivyo kile ambacho wanafanya ni kupaga siasa za 2027, just the way he is preparing the IBC for 2027, not for posterity, not to serve the nation, but to serve the interest of UDA, just like he's trying to unite the Kenya Kwanza or UDA affiliate parties to form one monolithic UDA party. Kwa hivyo ni jambo ambalo analiagazia sana. Again, he is heavily indebted to these people. Kwa sababu kutokana na vile ambavyo walisimama na yeye, lazima angelipa madeni ya kisiasa, kwa sababu ukiangalia watu kama Isaac Mwaura walisimama na yeye, watu kama Kate Waruguru walisimama na yeye, watu kama Margaret Wajiro walisimama na yeye, and I think he had a lot to pay, and he still owes some people who have yet to be paid. And I believe kile ambacho anafanya ni kwamba anataka baada ya kulipa deni aonekane ni tofauti na Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta na Raila Amolo Odinga. You know, when you look at Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga, sometimes these guys consider competence. They don't actually consider royalty, and that is a major departure from Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So he seems to show the people that is honest. He promised them, because now unajua kile ambacho tunasema ni kwamba ahadi ni deni, kwa hivyo lazima angelipa ile deni ya kisiasa. Again, when you look at it, you see somebody who is very interested and who is very keen on containing Raila Amolo Odinga. When you look at the way he appointed these guys who defected to UDA, and I believe the main reason why they defected there, not that they are convinced that UDA or Kenya Kwanza is the best government, is because of their stomach. When you look at somebody like Kidero, Kidero ako pale, na unajua kuna yale mapambano yake na Gladys Wanga and their court cases, which I understand he has appealed. Ukiangalia utaona kwamba he want to have a voice in Luo Nyanza. He want to have people who oppose Raila Amolo Odinga, na kusema kweli hawa wamekuwa wasi wabao wamekuwa wamepiga sana Raila Amolo Odinga. And when you look again at somebody like Fred Outa and Nicholas Gubo, these are foot soldiers that he want to plant, and maybe these are the guys who be very instrumental come 2027 elections. And that's why I'm saying anything that William Samoei Ruto is doing, he has his eyes on 2027. So in a way, he's trying to contain Raila Amolo Odinga, such that most of the time he'll be fighting fires in Luo Nyanza, so that he can diminish his work, because see what is happening is that Raila kulingana na William Samoei Ruto is of the opinion that anafaa apewe siafu pale wawe anamsumbua pale kule Luo Nyanza, ndio sababu aonekane kwamba si maarufu kama vile ambavyo watu wamekuwa wakifikiria. So he is very busy trying to destroy Raila Amolo Odinga, and these guys have their work cut out, because I believe it is not easy. Again, I was looking at the number of the Kikuyus, and when I look at the number of Kikuyus, there were I counted 10 of the appointees are Kikuyus. There is Kitu Aguru, there's Margaret Wajiro, there's Isaac Mwaura, Dennis Itubi, Simon Kamau, Anne Elijah Gitoga, and many others. 10 of them. And then you ask yourself, out of 50 in a country that has more than 42 tribes, why should one tribe, the Kikuyus, have 10 appointees? The reason is because there is disquiet in the mountain. People from the mountain are feeling that William Samoei Ruto has been rewarding the Kalenjins at the expense of the Kikuyus. There's a feeling that amekuwa kuwafurusha wa Kikuyu ambao walikuwa wamechaguliwa na Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and people have not been happy. And I remember I have heard people saying that they are going to join Raila Amolo Odinga on March 20th in the demonstration in Nairobi for mass action. And this is something that he's trying to show that bado tuko pamoja, hata msijaribu kumuga Raila mkono sababu bado tuko pamoja, serikali bado ni yetu, tumeuda serikali na nyinyi. And all this again is because of 2027, because there's a feeling in the Kalenjin nation that the Kikuyus may bolt out, and it's just a matter of time before they start speaking loudly. Kwa sababu unapoenda kule mashinani utapata kwamba kwa mfano kile Nyandarua utapata kwamba wale wafuasi wa Raila Amolo Odinga ni wengi. Ukienda Kiambu vile vile bado kuna wafuasi wengi ambao wamejitokeza, na wengine walikuwa kusema kwamba that William Samoei Ruto has not been honest. I was watching the Tondo South Member of Parliament, Kororia, in Geko TV, and the man was bitter. And the man was telling it as it is, that the Kikuyus are not happy because of the minerals that have been abandoned. And he was also talking about the dams, dam ambayo wanasema haitachibuliwa pale, wamekata katakata, wanasema ichibuliwe mahali kwingine. And they are not happy. The Kikuyus are not happy. And the fact that William Samoei Ruto is the president of the Republic of Kenya must be receiving a lot of intel, na watu hawa lazima wanamwambia ya kwamba Wakikuyu sasa wameona ya kwamba wanachukuliwa hivi, and that is why he was running them. If you ask me, why should one community receive more, about 10, just 10 of the appointees, nominees in a country of more than 42 tribes? And again, I was looking at people like Waruguru, Mwaura, and Amos Mogo. When you look at them, they don't bring much in the government. They don't. It's not that they are very much experienced. It's not that they are technocrats. It's just because that unajua ni wanasiasa na wanafuasi wao. So when they are rewarded, there's a belief that wataenda wazungumze na Wakikuyu ambao wanapiga kelele, japokuwa kelele za chura haziwezi kumzuia ng'ombe kunywa maji. Inaonekana kwamba vyura hawa ambao wanaroroma katika sehemu za Mlima Kenya huenda wakamzuia ng'ombe asinywe maji. So they need to be contained. They need to be bribed, because like it is bribery, if you ask me. Again, the other reason why he's made this appointment, some of the appointments, when you look at them, they are just what I would call, they bring nothing other than sentimental value. For instance, unapoangalia kwa mfano Millicent Omanga in the interior surely, okay, nothing against Millicent Omanga, lakini unajua sasa huyu ni Wayeyusha Kiuno ambaye anakiyeyusha kiuno karibu kiwe mafuta. Na sasa unajiuliza ataenda kuyeyushia kiuno kule ambapo unajua kule magaidi wako pale, majagili wako pale, the bandits are there, the trolls are there. So this is not a place to bring such people. I think if I were to appoint Millicent Omanga, I would give her maybe that of cultural services, CS cultural tradition. I would make something like that and maybe make her in charge of that, so that she can be in the entertainment industry, and should encourage and should be a very good role model and example to the people, especially those in the cultural dances and dramas and such. There are those who bring sentimental value, people like Margaret Wajiro, what do they bring? Surely the bishop in politics, bishop who have been an assistant minister, no much other than unajua, by the fact that ni askofu ambaye anaongoza dini yenye washirika wengi, they believe is that she also be able to convince the followers to support UDA, and she also bring a value. That's a feeling, that's the belief that is there. Again, when you look at William Samoei Ruto, you see these appointments are meant to consolidate UDA stronghold of Kenyan politics. When you look at UDA is spreading its wing. When you look at UDA, utaona kwamba kule kuja kwa Malala na akaanza kuwasajili wanachama, it tells a story. It tells a story of a party that is very, very much determined to rope everybody in that party. And that's why when you see these guys, whenever they are defecting to UDA, they are forced to wear kofia ya UDA, not Kenya Kwanza, si ingine, lakini inawabidi hata wakati ambapo tunaona kwamba vichwa vyao havistahimili zile kofia, kwa sababu ni kama wanahisi uchugu. Especially could see our brother Rules, the Rule brothers, the three of them, when they were wearing ile kofia UDA, you could see it. It is not from their hearts. It's not from the heart. And when you look at their faces and you look at their eyes, it tells you that they bring nothing. But the issue here is that William Samoei Ruto is very keen on consolidating UDA because he wants to have a very strong party, a party with tentacles all over the country, branches all over the country. And now you see, for the first time, UDA, you have some people who will be campaigning hard in Luo Nyanza. And when you see him penetrating Luo Nyanza, it tells you that he's so much determined. Kwa sababu unapoangalia tunaona kwamba jambo moja ambalo litajitokeza ni kwamba serikali huenda itatumia pesa nyingi sana katika kuwalipa hao watu. These guys earn a lot of money, and this one is happening at a time when people are crying of high cost of living, food prices. Watu wanalalamika, ni kweli ya kwamba hata boga hazinuliki. Utapata kwamba some many stores, by the way, in Mount Kenya zimefugwa. Ni ukweli usemwe, biashara nyingi zimefugwa, na hii ni kwa sababu ya the high prices, kwamba kuzipata ni itakuhitaji utumie darahimu nyingi, itabidi ulipe kodi. And for those of you ambao mmejaribu kwenda labda kuangalia the licenses, single business license, you are required to pay so many licenses. Sijui fire extinguisher licenses, sijui what. You pay a lot. You end up paying almost 3 times. So the cost of running businesses during Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's time, it was something that was simplified. Lakini ukiangalia serikali ya William Samoei Ruto, it is very much determined. Na wameua biashara nyingi sana, kusema ukweli. Watu wengi wamefuga biashara zao, and we have not seen many people investing in businesses. So what we can say is that when he's appointing these guys, well, the first thing that should have done, maybe if we appointed like maybe 10 or 15, that would be understandable. But now when you look at this happening, wakati watu wanalia, I don't see that, I don't think these guys are going to bring much value, because I believe the framers of a constitution were alive to the fact that the cabinet secretaries were equal to the task. And then you don't forget that it is not these guys who run the ministries. We have the principal secretaries who are the accounting officers. Truth be told, in every ministry is run by principal secretaries, and they are accountable to the day-to-day running of the ministries. So these just guys are these political appointees, na kile ambacho tunaona ni siasa, na siasa ni kitu kimoja ambacho kimejitokeza unapoangalia William Samoei Ruto. Utaona his focus is mostly on politics, not the economy. And when you focus too much on politics at the expense of the economy will suffer, and the people will suffer, and you are not expected to see much change. Sababu ukiangalia utaona kwamba hata zile ahadi ambazo zilikuwa zikitolewa wakati wa kampeni, utaona kwamba sasa ni kama zimesahaulika. Again, when you look at said in another video that even siku hizi vinyo vyao vinahisi uchugu wakitamka neno hustlers. Vinyo vyao vinahisi uchugu wakiwaambia watu wakitaja hata neno mama boga. When did tell me the last time that William Samoei Ruto mentioned mama boga? Tell me when the last time he mentioned wheelbarrow. Do you think he can come out now akalia wheelbarrow kama vile ambavyo walikuwa akifanya akisema hatupagwigwi, sisi hatupagwigwi? No, we are in a very different and a very precarious situation. I don't know what you think, but if you ask me, this is politics at its best. This is Commander Thomas Man Black Africa. I request one thing. Please give this video a like, thumbs up that is, and may you have a blessed day. Till next time, bye bye.